As a group, we will seek to learn and understand what futsal really is, what it's about. Is your understanding the same as perhaps our understanding and the broader game as a whole? But importantly, we will also consider how futsal is a strategic development tool for the development of young football players.
Trinidad and Tobago, welcome to another edition of Scoreboard here on ACTN TV. It's always a pleasure to be in your company every Tuesday evening between the hours of 8 to 9 where we talk sports. Tonight we're going to be talking community sports, and the first part of the program we're going to be talking about football in the community, and the second part, recently I traveled up to Tabaquite where the former Trinidad and Tobago cyclist and now member of the Trinidad and Tobago team, Elijah Green, is doing a fantastic job in the community of Tabaquite, coaching and teaching youngsters all the do's and don'ts about cycling, and he's doing very well, and you're going to hear about that project later on. But let me first of all welcome my guests for the first part of Scoreboard tonight. It's a collaboration between the Penal Sports Foundation, Playboy Sports Club, and Lime Life Entertainment. They have come together to put on the Keegan Sebero Memorial Football League. That's down in Penal. So let me introduce my guests for tonight. First of all, we have Bobby Mangru. Thank you very much for coming at that short notice. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We have Clint Walker. Clint, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
We have Moses McNish. Moses is from Venezuela, and he's a football coach. Glad to have you here. And Neil Guevara, who's the president of the Penal Sports Foundation. Yes. Gentlemen, welcome, and it's a pleasure to have you all here tonight.
Thanks.
Let's talk a bit about this football league, the Keegan Sebero Memorial Football League. Tell us a bit about the person who this league is in honor of.
All right. Well, as you said, I'm the president of the Penal Sports Foundation, and we together, well, it was actually Bobby's idea that we come back into the big goal, as you'll call it, situation, because we used to try to keep 6 aside and 7 aside. There's this small goal posting, right? But at the same time, we had considered that over the last 3 years or so that we had lost a number of youths in the community to gun violence. Right, it amounted to about, we have directly involved in football, about seven youths we had lost, yes, from gun violence in the last 2 years, 3 years, right? And we decided to highlight that with this league. So we named it the Keegan Sebero.
So this guy is one of the guys who...
Well, he died, well, violence too, but he wasn't shot. He died from a stab wound with a conflict in Cuba 2 years ago, not Independence, Republic Night, yeah. Right? Independence Night or Republic Night, one of those. But anyhow, Keegan was doing his degree in sports management, and he was a live wire in the community. We had on that under 11, 10, 9 football,
age group, yes.
And he was managing that. He also managed a team named the Serial Strikers, and he was a real live wire in the community at that point in time. He was only 22 years old when this happened, and well, we decided that we'll honor his memory in this way then, with the league in his name. There are other guys who, in their 20s also, I think one of the guys was over 20 at the point of time when he got killed. So we lost 7 guys, footballers.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, in our little community,
one too many.
in that short period of time. Hence the reason we decided this. So we came together with Playboys and Lime Life, and this is the end result of it. We have 10 teams in the league. 11. Right, there are 10 paying teams in the league, and we also decided that we have a youth team that is up and coming, under 17s, and we give them what you call a blight to play in the league.
You give them a credit.
Yeah. They did play, and well, it's not exactly for free because we wanted to stop the free coating now because these youths are now getting accustomed to that free coating so much. You know, they're not willing to do anything anymore. So what we actually made a deal with them that they will pick up flags, they'll come and assist.
They work for their
they'll come and assist.
Right,
so it's working out pretty alright for the while. So
but let me hear Bobby.
Lime Life.
Lime Life.
Right. Lime Life was created by the general public probably know I Candy Juve Band. Right, this is in Central. So we sat and we decided, you know what? It is about the youth. So the owner, Greg Devanarayan Singh, he said, you know what? Let me enter into something different, sports. So we're using the name Lime Life into sports. We tie it into sports. So you want a lime comedy sports. So yeah, it was geared for youth development. Everything we do is about youth. Right, so I went to Mr. Neil, the Penal Sports Foundation. I said, you know what? Too much souls, too much close ones passing. Penal, we have so many talent. But look, we have created people like David Williams, just to see. And I tell them, you know what, it's time we go back to the youths. And let me show them what we could do. I mean, I was part of the Playboy Sports Club. And I say, Bob, you're getting older. We need to do something for the community. And if it is that you could do that, put out yourself, so be it. And so it went. Until today, we see we reaping the benefits of it. Because where we getting the youngsters to join into the Pro League clubs, I mean, it's a plus. Within this 1 month space, we had W Connection visiting our facilities.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and the coaches like and they were impressed.
They were
impressed.
That's a sort of incentive now for the teams in the league to lift their standard.
And the youths.
All right, Clint, what's your role?
Well, I'm one of the spokesperson for the organization coming together. My role sometimes is, I'm a referee. I participate in the league as a referee and to support Mr. Guevara, Bobby, in the initiative that they put out. And this is something that is touching to me as well, because one of my close friends had died through the gun violence as a whole. And when they say they want to come together to put this organization to do something for the youths, bring people out of the need to go towards crime as a means of life, and put some youth sport as an avenue now to elevate their life, we say yes. I say I want to be part of that, and I give my time to come and do it. And as we say, 7 players that passed away. I have the names here.
You want to mention it, so at least we could pay some sort of tribute to them.
In that period of time, we have like Keegan, Sebero, we have Roger Romain, Sean Friday, Anderson Cornwall, Stefan Fortin, Tony Nelson, and Steve Stevens. Right? These are the players who played in Penal All-Star team. Very good players, very good disciplined person, and it was unfortunate that they had to pass through, passed away through that, that violence. And so the league is growing. We have a lot of person coming out. We have the community coming out, because the league take over since the school league football has played a pivotal role in our Shiva Boys in our community, where the community had come out and supported the boys, because a lot of them leaving Shiva Boys have went on scholarship, right? And unfortunate, Shiva Boys is no longer in the secondary school league. So we bring back something in the community to develop. It's self-developing in our community, where you see the community coming out, persons becoming entrepreneur. So person might be selling on the side, being like a food stall.
Yeah, we should see that in the college
Right,
games.
so you're
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
that coming out, and also we say it's a lot of self-development for persons, and we encourage it, right? And we encourage the family as well to come out in those particular evening that we have the football league, the days. And since the month has passed, we've seen a very good support from the community. And even when they don't have games, we see people still coming out to the community and coming to the recreational facility, you know, to look, you know. So we have two more days. We have semi-finals coming up. 2 days and semi-finals.
How long the league runs for?
The league runs for basically is a month.
Okay,
Basically, in a month time, the fundings comes from sponsors, little sponsors that we could get, little raffle sheets with donation. We will do a food sale.
So it seems that one of your biggest challenges right now is finance.
Funding.
Yes, and you know, I tell people from time to time that sports is a way to solve crime. And yet still you find that people we complain about crime. But if somebody is doing something with young people, because every night there's a football game there, that is a means that these guys are not idle by the corner. They are occupied. Right. But yet still we complain about crime, but we wouldn't put our $5 or $10 into something that could benefit your community and make it a bit safer.
Yeah.
So how challenging is it for you all? Because these 11 teams, you have to have prizes, you have to pay the referees, you know. How challenging is this for you all?
From inception, it is a challenge, but you know, we try to offset some of the means by our own personal development in the community, where we have we doing a raffle so that we can raise funds. We'll do a food sale, like curry queue, these things. The community will give, some persons might give, but like corporate sponsors, we're not seeing corporate sponsors anymore coming. And
but have you all visited or tried to contact maybe the sports company, Ministry of Sports,
we wrote
rural development?
We wrote the Ministry of Sports, we wrote to various corporate sponsors. We still haven't gotten a response from Ministry of Sport in terms of where it will be, in terms of the sponsors yet. Yeah. So we're still hoping that could still work out. We're still working that we could still go out there and have the corporate come in and assist as well.
Yeah. It's difficult.
On that issue, we are registered with the Ministry of Sports, that's Penal Sports Foundation.
Right.
So we're doing it through the Penal Sports Foundation.
Okay.
And we have contacted them. Bobby knows the guy who we were dealing with, and they had promised that they will give us at least the trophies and medals and so on.
Yeah, well, we know that's all they just want to give right now, trophies and medals.
So we are expecting that will come true.
Right.
So in terms of that, we could only hope for the best, because the league is ending on Sunday, and we need to give out those prizes.
So what are the prizes? Do you all give out medals, trophies, cash prizes? Yes. Right. How the prizes range from?
Right. So from first, the first prize is like 6,000, a trophy and 25 medals.
Okay.
Second is 3,000, trophy and medals. Third prize is 2,000. Trophy and medals, and fourth is 1,000 trophy and medals.
Okay, so up to the 14 players.
Yeah, we give.
Okay.
Additionally to that, this year we have also included, we did some certificates.
Okay.
Enclosed with, they call this, with like a frame.
Yeah, plaque.
And, plaque.
Yeah.
To all the teams.
Okay, that's nice.
Just so that they could feel wanted and appreciated. So we even went that way.
So the 11 teams are all based from Penal, or you have teams that come from outside?
We have community teams, and we have teams coming from outside, as far as even from Venezuela.
Right. We'll talk about that as well. So that's why you had to change the name to Keegan Sebero Memorial Football International League.
International League. Yeah. We have teams coming from all over. In environs, the catchment area, let me say southwestern catchment area, we have teams coming from those areas. So those areas that fall in the peninsula of southwestern, we have teams coming. So basically,
you would see like Moruga.
Past Muruga?
Yeah, Muruga,
Yeah.
San
Santa
Fernando,
Flora.
Laramine.
You have a list of the teams like who involved in it or?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could tell you to a fan.
Yeah, let me hear some of the teams.
All right, so it's like,
I want to tie in the communities where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, so we go with Roses FC. They are from Madingo. Chippy FC, Santa Flora. Number 9 United, Santa Flora / Palaseco. Union Squad, they are from Laramine. Lionheart FC / Club San Fernando, from San Fernando.
Okay.
We have Serial Strikers from Pinal, Pinal All Stars from Pinal,
Rising.
Uprising from Pinal,
Okay.
and then Youths from Pinal, and Monjablo Fire is a combination of the fire services from San Fernando and people in Mondiablo.
Fire workers who living in the area.
What I like about it is that it's a number of communities
Yes,
coming together, and that's what I like about the league. It's not that the teams are just all from one country.
area,
Well, it's a community base coming together.
Right, that's the key concept, bringing communities together through the camaraderie of sports, well, in this case football.
Yeah.
So this was the drive.
Yeah. But you think 1 month of football is sufficient? Because I read football, by the time the month finish, you're not ready to play football. You know?
No, well, the constraint is mainly because the Pro League is going to start, and with the referees, it is really important that
The
we
Pro League
keep the
going to start?
referees.
Are you sure?
Huh?
Yes, only Essential League. But you sure they're going to start?
No, well, we can't base we thing on
Only when I see that kickoff, I realize that because it's too long. But I'll get back to you all guys. But let me quickly talk to Moses now, because I don't want to feel we bring him in the country and we have him. Moses, how you going to involve in the football and get any team together?
Well, first I want to give thanks to the Pinal League, all these people here will give me the opportunity. I used to, every Sunday, I used to take up a group of players, Venezuelan players, who some I used to coach in Venezuela. We're living in different parts of Trinidad, in Arima, Rio Claro, Chaguanas, San Fernando, Sebero, from different parts.
Yeah.
And every Sunday we started training by midday. So then, well, Dave, who was here in this moment, he reached and he told me if we want to compete. I said, well, that is what we want. So we writing and we start competing. One thing, well, I will take this opportunity to beg some people, business people, to help us like with uniform, because now we don't have uniform. We play with a white jersey and then we get a little uniform lent out from Separia, one of the team from Separia, we're playing all now. They lent us a uniform for a jersey to play. And well, the situation, you all know the situation of the Venezuelans. They come here, well, we come here to work. I born in Trinidad, but since I have 7 years, I live in Venezuela. I'm graduating endemic disease, specialized in endemic disease. I work on TV and radio over there in sports. I have the oldest program in Venezuela in English and Spanish.
On television?
On radio and television, I work with football.
Okay.
So I have experience of teaching football since I have 15 years. Teaching university, different category. Well, now in Pinal, thanks of the Catholic Church and thing, I teach in youth Trinidadians and Venezuelans from 5 to 13 years every Saturday at 9 to 12 at social work.
Okay.
Because all my life I do social work.
Okay.
So, well, in this moment, don't stay bad with them, because the situation of money to pay the competition, we still short to pay, because the boys are supposed to everybody, but the situation, they have to pay to go and play, and the little bit they get in the salary, so all that hit we a little hard. So all that, but the idea is to continue. To continue, because Them love because and all our players more accustomed to indoor futsal.
Oh, futsal.
Because our state, Tucupita del Tamacuro, is the #1 in Venezuela in futsal. We have 3 professional teams. We have the champion national all now, and we stood third in the it have the Libertadores Copa in football.
We need to take a break. When we come back, I want to continue chatting with you concerning this what you're talking about, because it's very interesting. And we're going to talk a bit more about the league and try to encourage people to come on board and lend whatever support. Viewers, we are talking community football with members of collaboration with the Keegan Sebero Memorial Football League in Superior, in Pinal, sorry. We know the finals is on Sunday, but there are some semi-finals coming up, and we're going to confirm with you the date before the end of the program. Stay tuned, we'll be right back after the short break.
We, from those encounters together, and this was a North-South game to open the season.
So the team might be playing well, as we always say with Trinidad and Tobago.
Futsal did a great for me.
Okay, hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Field of Dreams on ACTN. My name is Steve David, I'm your host.
As a group, we will seek to learn and understand what futsal really is, what it's about. Is your understanding the same as perhaps our understanding and the broader game as a whole? But importantly, we will also consider how futsal is a strategic development tool for the development of young football players.
Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back to Scoreboard here on ACTN. Moses, before we took the break, we were talking a bit about your involvement and your coaching in Venezuela. So you are a football coach?
Yes, I'm a football coach and certificate.
What level? What level?
I coach university football. Coach normal teams and national competition. Coach the last time I coach in the 2017. The under 17 team from our state. And was the coach of Darwin matches. The guy who scored the goal against Real Madrid this weekend. I coach him since he have 13 years up to 17 years. I coach him in Venezuela. So I have players in one player in Germany, Piero Gisarelli, and I have a girl who playing in Switzerland, female football. Them is some of my players.
Hey, better bring some of them players to help train that football team. That's a different story.
Well, I believe up to what I see, and in our league, well, I say our because I feel I'm part of the league. I see real top players. I don't understand really why Trinidad is not more in the front. I was talking when we was, I believe it's something like just we feel we reach there and we just conform with that. And we cannot, because I see real top players who play better than much players what I know with don't in Venezuela but playing in Europe. And good top players we're playing in Europe. And I in our league in Pinal, I see real top players. My players, they know about players because they have friendship with players, professional players, and then themselves telling me, hey, them have real players to play in. It have like this team Ulster. Ulster is a team I believe could play in any professional league.
Okay.
But I believe the same discipline of the players is one of the most important thing for a player, because I hear, hey, this one get a scholarship, but if he get a scholarship, why he come back? Because I believe they don't like to fight to go more up, and then just start to feeling, no, my partner and them, my family, and start, no, you can't, if you want to reach far, that is your work. If you want to study, and you take the football, that is your job, and you have to work hard for that job.
Well, gentlemen, let's talk about, okay, so we have confirmed that there are 2 semifinals on this week, and the first one is Wednesday, the 9th of October, and Friday. Who are the 4 teams in line now for the finals?
Right, so on Wednesday, we have the same All-Stars team. They are playing Trippy FC. That's the side from Palaseco. That's on Wednesday at 8 p.m. And on Friday, we have Serial Strikers versus Roses FC, aside from Madingo.
Okay.
And that
so Moses team not in the semifinals?
No, unfortunately.
Well, next year,
hopefully.
Yeah. So, is there admission fee or it's free to the public?
Free to the public.
Right. And what time are the games?
8 p.m.
Right. And the Sunday now is the finals.
Right. So
what time is the final? And are there going to be the presentation afterwards? How is it going to be run on Sunday?
Right. So on for Sunday, we have a 3rd place playoff that will start at 5.
Okay.
Followed by the finals at 7.
Okay.
And after the finals, day after the finals, we are going to do the presentation. Same day.
Right. Is there anything you want to share with us further on this tournament?
So you can touch on the sponsors.
And I know you touch a bit about a futsal league.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's our hope together with Moses here that we could organize. He was examining the basketball court. There's a basketball court with a netball court.
Right.
So he had examined the netball side of the court, and he said it seems to have the dimension to play futsal.
Okay.
So we want to, in collaboration with the regional corporation, get it in a ready to do that. Other than that, we have other ventures on, or we plan other ventures. What happened is that we had complained about the lighting, because the lighting they actually installed the lights on our ground about 2.5 years ago.
Right.
And they never commissioned it until 2 or 3 months ago.
Wow.
Right, and that was a major bugbear in the community. Right, and we had complained about it, and now that we got the lights, and we are very grateful for getting the lights, we want to make them know that, hey, there's a difference. So hence the reason we are trying to keep other things. So whereas we've been planning for cricket and all.
Yeah, because I was not going to ask you that, because I mean, if the whole outlook on what you're all doing is crime prevention, so you have to move beyond football, because I'm sure in the community there are basketballers. I mean, you cannot run every sport for everybody, but at least you have to keep things going, because your main outlook on this whole project is not just playing football, it's about saving lives, right?
Exactly.
And you wanted to stay at that 7, you want to go 8 and 9. So you have to try to get more sports and whatever activities there is, you want to say something.
We will love to. We would like to have various sporting events.
Well, I know your challenges.
Yeah, but like track and field as well, because we have a lot of players. We have a lot of athletes coming out from Penal as well, who run with Petrotrin. We have basketball. We have a basketball team as well in the community. We have young female athletes who play football as well. So we would like to, but our main challenge is we don't have that funding, because this is a community that we will use funding by self-preservation, and we will go out there, we will do little cooks, let me say cooks and little fundraiser to raise funding. So, and if we could get corporate soul to, to put back into the community and help develop the community, and let's say, well, we're not letting this generation be lost, because this is a generation coming up here now because of the work. Some of them, let me say, different categories, not able to have academically qualification, and we want them to look at the avenue of sport as also an avenue for scholarship and moving ahead in life as well. So those are the things we would like. We like if the the ministry coming back and assist us. But sometimes it have so much of red tapes you have to go through in terms of getting funding and to help the community as well. So we want to see that this continues next year, and we have more teams coming in. We have more development. We take the youths now and put them and develop them as well in the community.
And time and time again,
Excuse, I want the opportunity because I don't know if all now in the league, it have one who was the best referee in Venezuela, professional football referee.
He's in the league too?
Yes.
Okay.
It have 3 Venezuelan with official referee.
Okay.
Who 2 years he was coming out more on TV and all kind of thing on direct TV. He is a university teacher. He named Hector Roja.
Okay.
We have few we have few futsal coach around, because maybe much people don't know, and this is for the people know. The 60% of the Venezuelans who are here is people who have a university degree.
I know that. I know that.
A university degree. Here you will see plenty doctors, engineers, university teachers, because in our state have 7 university. And if you go to the university, anyone now, you hardly will see people. Mostly all here in Trinidad. Teachers, students.
What I'm seeing is that this whole organization with proper finances could go places because you have the people, you have qualified people, right? Because you have the qualified coaches, you have qualified referees. So it may seem a little small right now, but you all have the people to take it further. And that is what I'm seeing. And I really hope that, that even not this year, but maybe for next year, anybody viewing this program and willing to assist you all. Is there a contact number that you all want to give out, that if there is somebody that wants to invest or to sponsor something, could contact you all?
All right, so they could contact me at 397-6036.
Right.
My number is 324-9000.
Right.
And my number is 477-3320.
Right, we just have about 5 minutes remaining before we wrap up. Let me start with you, Mr. Guevara. What's the closing comments? What would you like to share with Trinidad and Tobago?
Well, I would really like to implore the business community in our area. We have a lot of businesses that we're not asking that one man take the mantle, right? What we are like people to do is contribute towards this. This is a meaningful thing, and we are registered. We are not fly by night, and we really want to ask that the business community come forward and help this cause. This cause is really in this month, well, it's actually 5 to 6 weeks. It will be at the end of the period. 6 weeks has been so enlightening in that you've seen something. I in this 40 years, right? But something that I used to see 30 years ago, I see it coming back now, right? And that is the most exciting thing to me in the whole thing. So I would really like to employ the business community. They know who they are, and to help us as much in any way possible. Anyway.
Moses, any closing remarks?
Well, my project is, I always say, plenty people, business people, government, think the sports is not an investment. The sport is an investment, because when you invest in the sports, you're investing in a future for the young people. How you, let's say, when it have football, or not only football, any sports, the boys and the girls will be in that, so they wouldn't have time to think in a thing. So the people have to think the sports like investment. And well, our work is to bring out this futsal, and well, I continue. All now I have about 30 youth between Trinidadians and Venezuelans. Every Saturday we working from 9 to 12. And one of the things is to make for the children have a friendship.
Okay.
And the Venezuelan learn to speak English, and the Trinidadian learn to speak Spanish.
I need to pay a visit to you. Clint, closing remarks.
Yes, I just want to thank the community for coming out and supporting us, and all the sponsors, all the persons who gave their time and effort in ensuring that this league is successful. And I would like to see it continue. I'd like to see how it is developing with the youths and taking them forward, and the whole initiative about the crime and helping a lot of youths come out of that avenue and thinking that that is the only way and it's a faster way to live in. And, you know, it's an opportunity for them to use and develop themselves as well. So, you know, this league is very successful. I'm saying it's successful in some of the youths because they come out, they listen to us, you know, they understand what we are doing and what we are trying to do in the community. And so I would like for the persons and them who view it as well, you know, that they see it and come support. If they come and look at the marches, and if even if the corporate soul, even for the government, you know, to put more initiative in the community as well, and focus on the community and focus on these youths in developing the youths as well. So that's my take.
Bobby, 30 seconds.
Just thank the general public and to the youths. One day we will have our professional football side.
Well, gentlemen, I really want to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming. You know, I really hope that your semifinals and finals will be successful, and I hope that what you all don't get this year, you'll get next year, because I think it's a great initiative what you all are doing. It's positive. You have the right people, right? You have the right infrastructure, and you have qualified people. You know, so we want to see this tournament go from strength to strength. Viewers, remember this Wednesday and Friday at the David Williams Recreation Ground. It's the semifinals 1 and 2, and the grand finals is on Sunday with a 3rd and 4th place playoff from 5.
Yes.
With the finals at 7 p.m. Hopefully, you should see the finals on ACTN, and that should give the teams and the community some sense of fulfillment to seeing what they're actually doing being shown on TV. So I really hope that whoever viewing the program, if you feel that you could lend assistance, even if it's just to give a ball or a case of water, whatever it is, right? Contact the numbers that you will see listed below, and please support this organization, because I think it's a good initiative, and this is what we need in our communities right now if we are to fight crime. So as I said, tonight we're talking strictly community sports. After the break, we go straight to Tabakeet, where we talk to Elisha Green and see what he's doing up there with cycling in that community. So stay tuned, we'll be right back after the short break. Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome to another edition of Scoreboard here on ACT, and it's always a pleasure to be in your company every Tuesday evening between the hours of 8 and 9.
As a group, we will seek to learn and understand what futsal really is, what it's about. Is your understanding the same as perhaps our understanding and the broader game as a whole? But importantly, we will also consider how futsal is a strategic development tool for the development of young football players.
morning. Welcome to Tabakit Youth Cycling Development Program at Tabakit. We train at Tabakit Composite Secondary School. And
Well, tell us a bit about the formation of the club, the inception, how long, and what is the whole purpose behind the club.
okay, this youth cycling development program started on April 19th, I believe. Yeah, could remember. And it started with my kids and I, my 2 sons and I, and some neighbors. We started cycling, and Mr. Elijah Green, he saw us cycling and without helmet and doing a lot of wrong things on the road and whatnot. We wasn't looking good, and he stopped us and he told us, well, hey, he could show us the right way, the right direction in cycling, and he started giving us tips on riding, helmets and the correct gear. And then he told us that we could form a club or a youth cycling development program, and we had a meeting with him. He came and briefed some of the guys. I gathered some of the villagers. He briefed us, and we started the development program here today. So he's our head coach right now. He's our coach. When he's not around, he shows me stuff to carry on with the boys, programs to run with them. And so far we're doing well. A lot of kids still coming, still joining. Some guys doing well, fellas doing better in discipline. They didn't come perfect.
Yeah.
But right now, 3/4 of the kids doing plenty better than how they came with discipline, bike handling skills, racing, everything.
How has the community accepted this new cycle club? Because you know Tabakit is known for football, not really for cycling, right? And since you started to now, have you seen growth?
Yeah, we saw a lot of growth. We started just with about briefly 10 guys, right? And now we have 30 to 40 guys, children fluctuating. Because every week, not everyone will be present.
Yeah.
But punctuality is good.
Right.
And we've seen growth, yes. With the development skills and with the amount of...
Okay. If I'm to ask you, what are some of the things that you feel right now is holding back the club? What the club is in need of? Like if there are people viewing this program and willing to come on board and to lend assistance, what are some of the things that you feel is needed like urgently?
All right, I will be able to give you in an aspect like gear and Mr. Elijah Green, he'll be able to brief you more on those type of cycling gear and equipment.
Okay. Elijah, morning.
Morning, boss.
Congratulations on a fine job with those guys recently.
Yes, man. Thank you.
As usual, Elijah always up to something that is good, right? And we are here this morning seeing these young people here. How difficult it is to run this club in a rural community, where cycling is not really a known sport?
Well, I would say it's difficult, but yet still not difficult because I am born and I grew in this development and this community. And when people saw me move back home after how much years, everybody was like, Green, you had to do something. It's difficult because we don't have a track. Right. We don't have nowhere to train. We train at Tabakit a composite car park. You know what I'm saying? Which is I must say thanks to the principal to give us the opportunity to use this facility. Basically, again, cycling is very expensive. And to get the proper equipment, to get these guys in racing form, it's take a lot.
Yeah.
I must say thankful for, I had my own club before and have a lot of equipment that I tried to put together, and I got a lot of help from ex-cyclists or even past cyclists who donate a lot of stuff, putting together to get the proper bikes and proper equipment for these guys and them, to get them racing next year, because next year I really want to come out with a striking team from Tabakit.
Right. But what is your major need right now? What is your most urgent need? We know you need a track, right? But other than that, like if people viewing and want to lend assistance, in some form, what's needed?
I'd say major need is funding this every weekend. It's take a lot because it's just Bevon, myself, and we have a couple of parents who's really put our hand inside. We had to look forward to get water, Gatorade every weekend. We do have a tent. We provide breakfast for the kids as well. So it's just basically funding the event. You know what I mean? And getting equipment, because equipment, without equipment and those water and stuff it's take a lot. So I say, yeah. So I'm basically basic.
Now, is it too early for me to ask you, have you identified talent from this group that is behind you right now?
Well, yes, we have talent. And funny enough to say, the talent always come in places where you least expect it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
When they go look at this javelin guy.
Kishan Walcott.
What he come from?
Yeah.
He come from Toko.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yet still, he was able to perform.
Yeah. Well, basically, that's the same thing we were talking about coming up in the car.
Exactly.
The rural communities have the talent, but the finances for the athletes to leave the rural and come into the city is difficult. You know, so what you're doing here is really a great achievement. But what sort of program do you have going on right now? Like, what is entailed here when they come on a Saturday morning?
Well, what we do right now, we have like obstacle courses. You understand? We have a lot of obstacle courses. We have bike control, technique, a lot of discipline. You know, we have a teacher that just I bring forth a great opportunity with schooling. You know, because we're trying to focus on everything, not only on bike alone.
Right.
And I mean, fortunately, I had the opportunity to get my education late.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, because I was always studying sports. Unlike here, we try to have a balance with sports and education, discipline, conduct. And I mean, so I try to base everything on a complete package and not just one package.
Yeah.
But sports can only carry so far.
Yeah.
It takes discipline, it takes courage, it takes being able to read and write. It takes a lot of things to further sports.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to develop all aspects.
All right. For those who would like to have interest in joining the club, who do they contact? Is there a phone number? What do they do?
Well, we have a page on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, at Tabakid, youth development, cycling.
Yeah.
It have Bevon, it have Elijah Green, 333-6990 and
751-7765. We also have a page.
Right.
Tabakid Youth Cycling Development.
Right. And this is a free.
Yes.
There's no registration.
No registration.
Absolutely free.
Absolutely free.
Right. So they don't have to have a bike.
No. You come and we have bikes that were actually generated by sports.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to get some new bikes again from the second federation, which will help me a lot, because as I say, I want these guys racing by next year. And the biggest problem was equipment.
Right.
If I can get these bikes in from the federation and from sports, I have a good team coming out next year.
Right. Is there anything you would like to share with the public before we wrap this interview? Anything you want to further add to this interview, like to talk to the people, anybody you want to give special kudos to, you know, for this whole opportunity?
Right. I just want to first give God thanks for guiding us in this light, because you see how many smiles you see here this morning. All these children so happy. These children in the rural communities do not have opportunities to do these type of sports. They're more little football and little cricket, but cycling is a big thing. It's the first time it introduced in the village. I would give thanks to Mr. Elijah Green, 100%. God first, him second, and all the parents that come and support us. All the parents, because the little few parents that come, they really support us and help us. Right now, we have 2 parents cooking up some lunch for these guys here. With 1 parent, breakfast, they're having breakfast, you understand? So I will give thanks to them.
Okay. So that's it. Thank you very much.
must say, eager to come here every Saturday, awaiting what's in store for them. I just want, through them and their enthusiasm and excitement to come here, I decided to make a trip down with my sister. When I came down, I realized, a lot of children here, and I just love to give back.
Right.
So I see this development program as a way to do such, where I want to start a program together with the parents to assist children that can't or have learning disabilities and difficulties and challenges, just to get them across, just to be able to tie the discipline, the cycling sport, with education.
Because definitely after sports there's life afterwards, and a lot of us get into sports and forgetting the education. So I think that's a brilliant idea. So have you set a date and a time when your program will be implemented?
Honestly, at this point, no, it's really fresh. We need to just get the parents together to get it off the ground and running. But hopefully by January, it will be in full swing with the assistance from the coaches and the parents.
All right. What would you like to tell the wider community about what you have seen here so far with these kids and also in Tabaki?
I have seen a change in being a part of the school environment as a teacher's aide. I know some of the kids that come here on a personal level, and I have seen a change in attitude, punctuality. Some of them are showing up to school earlier, leaving later, eager to learn, because I work in the classroom with some of these children, and because they know I am there, and okay, me shy and go tell the coach. So I had to be on my P's and Q's. They're actually working harder.
Well, let me say thank you very much, and it's a pleasure. I do hope that project that you spoke about is implemented, because I think it will benefit the kids in the long run. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Actually, it's not new to me. My son is Elisha Green Jr.
Okay.
This is his third year riding,
right.
competitively also. Well, his dad is from up here, so we just kind of join into the development program, so it's not new to me at all.
Okay. So, over the period of time that this club has started, what are some of the things that you have seen that you know for a fact that this is going to go from strength to strength?
Well, trust me, I've seen talent. I've seen some of those guys on the bike, and I just see it.
Okay.
Right? They determined, they committed, and they're hungry for it.
Yeah.
So I know.
Now, your son is already involved in cycling.
Yes.
Right? Is he part of this club too?
Yes, he is.
Right. So they have, for the younger ones who are coming in, they have a more or less like a young role model, somebody who is in cycling.
Yes.
Now, what would you like to tell the community, the wider community, in terms of gaining support for this club?
Well, firstly, it's a very expensive sport, and we need the assistance, we need the support. The kids, they want to do it. You actually see them, they're on the bike and they want to do it. So the additional support, be it financially, be it physically, being here, pushing them, motivating them, it will go far.
I know you're not a coach, but I know you have experience in cycling. From a parent perspective, have you seen talent already, in the forefront here?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
If I'm to ask you, people tend to say that, rural communities doesn't produce much. But if you look back, most of our athletes come from the rural community.
Yes.
The problem is that the rural community athletes do not have the finances to come in to the city to join the clubs, because it's a costly factor. What would you like to tell Corporate Trinidad and Tobago that they could come on board and assist this new club?
Well, I'd like to tell them just that they need to come on board, because we have the talent, not only here, in a lot of other rural communities, and they need to get on board.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to share with us before we wrap?
Not really. Just look out for these kids because they're going to do well.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome.
Started this club, and I think it's a wonderful thing that he is doing for the community. And my involvement is supplying, with refreshments and all this good stuff so that we could take this further.
What's your whole outlook on, I mean, these children could have been anywhere this morning doing anything, and they are here now in a sport that Tabakit is not known for. What would you like the wider citizen to know about Tabakit and this new cycle track, this new cycle club actually, what they can do to assist? Because I mean, you are just one person, right? But I'm sure that you will like other business people in the community to lend a hand.
I think that this is a great achievement. We have a lot of talent coming out from Tabakit, and I urge the general public to pitch in and assist this program. We have a lot of talented youths in Tabakit. Instead of turn to crime and thing, we started something great in this community.
All right, well, let me say thank you very much, and we really appreciate what you're doing for the community of Tabakit.
Thank you much. Yeah.